Hi everybody, thank you for coming again. It's lovely to see the Hoover family here. I know last week we talked about how there's been a lot more conflict occurring within the family, and I think we were trying to figure out what was, where the conflict was occurring and how often it was. So just to recap, last week Dwayne, you had wrote a few times that you were upset for not being involved. You felt that people were speaking on your behalf. Is that correct? Yeah. Okay. All right. And you would like some of that to maybe change? Okay. So, from what I understand, it sounds like, Dad, that you're kind of understanding his positioning a little bit more from last session.
I'm trying to, at least.
Okay. Alright.
This is fucking bullshit. I'm sorry. This is ridiculous. Everybody has their problems. Every family goes through crap.
That's true.
You know, it's like me and Olive here could be practicing our routine, getting it down. We have competitions coming up, and instead we're talking about our problems and feelings in therapy. It's bullshit. I'm sorry. It's a bunch of crap.
Well, I thank you for your opinion. And I think that every family, I think you are correct in some parts, that every family has conflict. Every family has to fight. That's when growth is made. However, a lot of the time when conflict occurs, there's usually resolution. And right now, unfortunately, there's not much resolution. There's just a lot of conflict. Is that correct? Cheryl, I know that you're very concerned about Dwayne, like you said last session.
I just want him to be involved in the family more. I want everybody to get along. I want Dad to be able to understand where he's coming from and, you know, let Dwayne speak for himself. You know, I want maybe Grandpa to give Dwayne a little bit more attention, not so much to Olive.
He doesn't speak.
You still need to give him a chance. Maybe you don't give him a chance to speak.
Wait, you're saying that I feel this family doesn't care about my feelings, mainly Dad. Thank you for that, Dwayne. So you feel like you're not being heard right now, or your feelings are being okay. Alright, and Dad, what's going on? How do you feel inside right now?
I mean,
that?
the last session, we saw that, you know, between him and I, we need to possibly work better at communicating. But as much as I've tried to ask him questions, it's hard to, I feel like I've hit a wall, because when I ask him questions, I obviously am not getting a response because he doesn't speak and he doesn't do whatever, and I don't understand why he can't just follow the ideals that I have in the way that I think that he should live his life, and why he needs to take such an extreme position and choose not to speak.
Wait, do you hear Dad? I need to be allowed to have my own voice. Okay, in words. Alright. So he's feeling a little more, he wants a little bit more independence, is that right? Yeah. You want to be able to make your own choices, you want to be able to say what you want, or feel how you do. So is that something that you're looking to get from the family right now? Okay. But I have a hunch right now that if you joined the Air Force, that there isn't really anything that's pulling you back to come visit them. Is that something, if you just joined, would you not visit them much? Not right now. No. Okay. Mom, how does that make you?
Terrible. I mean, he's my baby. I want him to be part of our family. I want him to feel like he can come home, and you know, the military is a very scary place, and I want him to come home and feel like he's taken care of, and we love him and support him. And I just want him to make sure that he knows that this isn't the end of it all.
Right. And Olive, you kind of have the quiet role in this family. You're more of the observer.
I just want everybody to get along.
sure what it was about, but they were fighting, and Mom was
Mom, what had happened that night?
just another one of the family arguments where I felt like Dad wasn't, giving anybody a chance to navigate the decision. Even though it was just going to Dairy Queen, he didn't ask any of us. He just assumed that we wanted to go. He assumed that Dwayne wanted ice cream. He didn't ask us. He didn't give us a chance to reply. He just said, get in the car, and we're going for ice cream.
She got mad because I didn't include Dwayne in going to Dairy Queen. That was the issue. But he's training and he's on a strict diet, so why would he want to eat ice cream? That doesn't make sense.
So you were trying to be thoughtful of his wishes. However, it was viewed that you didn't want him to be a part of the family.
If you're on a diet, why would you go and eat ice cream? That's it. Like, why would you be strict all day long and then not do that?
So
I like
why would
ice
we have
cream.
to have ice cream? Why do we have to have ice cream?
Because the rest of the family wanted it. I wanted ice cream. Everyone
How do you
else
know I
did.
wanted ice cream? You didn't ask me.
I feel like I'm being in trouble for giving my family ice cream. I feel like a lot of families wouldn't mind.
But this is good right now. Now we're seeing why there was a conflict, and now we're trying to make a resolution, and this is good. This is where we're trying to make our next step. So what do you most importantly need, though, from... Actually, let's back up. Dad should accept me like Mom does. So Mom wants you to be a part of the family. She wants you to eventually. But you feel like you're not getting it from Dad right now. Is that right? Yeah. What's the one thing that you would want from Dad if he was able to do something? Not to be so critical of your decisions. Okay. So if he put those things aside for right now and just saw you as the son, as his son, and included you to be a part of the family, you would feel more comfortable? Would you accept the invites and the invitations to do family things if that happened? Good. Okay. All right. Very good. Well, I appreciate your input. Thank you. Thank you, James. So, Dad, is that something that you think you can do? You can look at him for him being the son and not for making the decisions that he's making?
I mean, I can try, but it's hard to include him when I feel like we can't communicate, when he's choosing not to speak whatsoever. So I can try to accept it, but it's hard when I feel like it's just one-sided. Like, I see that he writes notes to you, but I feel like when we're in person, last week when I've asked him questions, I haven't gotten any sort of a response. But I feel like I'm the bad guy in the situation.
Son, you do a good job. I mean, I understand there's conflict. I get what you're saying about no resolution, but you are doing a good job, son. He tries. He does try, and he wants everyone in the family. He wants us all to be winners. I get that. I get that.
And I think it's hard to always to come to a family therapy session, and I could see from these 2 sessions already that you guys do care about one another, and you do love each other, and you do have strong ties with each other. However, you're having difficulty and then there's conflict occurring. But we're here and we're going to try to resolve some of these. So I have a hunch, Dwayne, that if Dad was less critical of some of the decisions that you make for your lifestyle, that you will feel more comfortable within the family, and you'll be able to be a part of the family. Is that something that you would like to work on? Okay. So maybe after today's session, when you guys go home, maybe we could, or you guys could practice allowing Dwayne to make one decision and giving him the freedom to make that decision. Whether it's to go out or whether it's for him to say no, but to include him and allow him to make some of the choices within the family. let's work on that one task and see what happens. Because I think that over time, maybe giving some of the freedom back to Dwayne and allowing him to make the choices, but also involving him in fighting could work.
Yeah, that sounds alright.
Okay with that, Olive? I know that you're kind of a passive role, the observer, but is there anything else that you would like to?
No, I want everyone to get along, and I want to be able to go and get ice cream and have everybody happy.
That's important. That's important. It's healthy for the family to have happy times, right? Dad, how about you?
I mean, like, I guess I don't know why you would get ice cream if you're on a diet, but I guess I can
Oversee some of the decisions.
try.
Maybe you could have just, I mean,
You could have invited him just to be there as a family. You didn't have to eat the ice cream.
we're not ganging up on you, son. We're not. It's just, we're here, so we might as well talk about this crap, so we can get it over with and make some changes, and Olive and I can go on and do good stuff. We could all go do stuff together or whatever. So maybe just ask the boy next time.
Well, I appreciate your input. Thank you, Grandpa. And I think, Cheryl, you made some valid points as well. All right. Well, I think this was a great session. I think we made some great steps, and I'm looking forward to seeing where this homework takes us from next week. Okay. All right.
Thanks, Doc.
Thanks.